Hi guys, Artiar here. So for this video, I'll be going through the DreamScape and why the community is actually unhappy about it. Alright, so I'll be sharing my own takes about this event. You can feel free to comment down what you guys think about it. But why I think that DreamScape is actually a good event, but they set the expectation too high for the whole community. Alright, so first thing, if we just look at the DreamScape, if we don't think about this event itself can change the whole economy, the reward they able to provide is actually pretty good. Because if we compare with other kind of event, like let's say Shell Story here, like Paradise Shop, this is all kind of reward we are able to get, right? And then the board itself is also RNG. But if we look at the event tab here, like the Candy Party, for example, every reward here is going to be fixed. And then if we compare the reward with the DreamScape actually provide the most reward, which is true. It actually provides the most reward. Like we can get a lot of lattice in a way because it's RNG, and then we get a lot of extra resources here. Then the Dream Data Exchange, we are able to get one lattice here. We're gonna get additional enhanced prototype, which will only give you SR most of the time. We're gonna get Apex prototype. We're gonna get a lot of reward. Like based on the reward itself, is actually very rewarding. Not to mention like the Anima Crystal Point here is a one dupe of RGB unit, right? So if we just compare, if we just treat it as an event itself, it's actually the best event for us to get reward, right? But why the community is actually so mad at this event, even though it actually provides a lot of reward, is the expectation they set for us is just too high, and the RNG of this method is just too insane. So in the Etheria meetup here, they did mention that this is going to be the most rewarding event, which is actually true. I'm not saying that it's not rewarding. It's actually very true. But the point is, I forgot which content creator mentioned, if not mistaken, it's actually Sean, mentioning about the economy problem, and then they only bring into this topic. So when you set the expectation too high, that player actually thought that this DreamScape event can actually fix the whole economy issue in this game, then when we saw this event rewarding method, which is very RNG through like the exchange, Dream Dust exchange here, the getting Dream Dust is RNG, getting the resources we want is also RNG. Then when the game itself is so RNG, it will actually make the player base very mad. Okay, in terms of reward, it's actually pretty good. And another thing I want to mention is about the accumulate damage tier. So I did max refresh the key, just one more. I have one more refresh it left. So I did refresh it just to check and see what is the accumulate damage tier here. So the damage tier here is not a daily refresh thing. It's actually accumulate. You are able to accumulate, and then you're gonna get more rewards from like the dream data here, and also some gems and also some coin here. I'm not sure what is the cap, because previously it was like 500, then it become 1000 now. Probably it's unlimited. I'm not sure about this because it did not mention in the information tab as well. But there's actually a lot of things that is, I don't know, miscommunication, or probably not mentioned nicely, like what are the total reward we are able to get, like at least guaranteed. Okay, because for now the events feels like it's very RNG. Everything is very RNG about this DreamScape event. Like for example, this one comment I saw on Discord, this one here. So one of what says just spend 140k Dream Dust, which is equivalent to around like 30 to 40 boxes around there on Lattice boxes, and he got 0 fragment, while the people on his guild get 20 plus. So you know, when you are the one that using so many gamble attempt, which is like, let's say you open 40 boxes from the exchange center, which is the Lattice box here, and you get none of the Lattice because it's chance to obtain instead of it didn't mention like what is the percentage. Like at least let us know like, oh, you have a 5% chance to get it, you have a 10% chance to get it, but you didn't mention what is the chance. We have no idea what is the rate, and because of this, it will lead to like, when you open 40 boxes, I get 1 lattice. Then while my friend or other people posted they open 40 boxes and then they get like 20 lattice, it's gonna be a very different experience. I know it's gonna be a gacha game because like it's also RNG in the summon section, right? Like depends on how lucky you are. Probably someone get Lily in their first 10 pull, and probably you do 1000 summon, is still you don't get Lily at all. But in an event-based thing, the reward, if the reward is so RNG and getting the currency is also RNG, it makes the player base very upset and actually raging, because the player base is already at the age of like quitting or leaving. quitting or staying, right? Then when they expect this event to be the lifesaver event to save the whole economy, and the event itself is also very RNG, we have no idea what is the guaranteed amount we're able to get. Like, are we able to change all the dream data exchange? I also no idea. Because some of the event can change everything, some of the event can't exchange everything. So we have no idea if this DreamScape event, are we able to at least exchange everything here from the dream data exchange, and dream dust is the RNG part. If that's the case, it's actually going to be good, because we will treat the dream dust is something extra, which is something bonus, and dream data is at least the stuff we can actually exchange every single thing, which is not going to be the case, I think, because based on the event, it's only 1 week, and then I already going to max refresh, and the only thing I'm able to exchange now is a Dream Lattice 3 time, which is 15 fragment, 1 enhanced prototype, which gave me 1 SR, and the other thing I haven't exchanged. So most of the time, the event in Etheria start is not able to exchange every single thing in the shop, other than the Remoka one. The Remoka, the gacha, the ball opening thing is actually able to exchange every single thing. But if we look at the shelf story, you're not able to buy every single thing from the Paradise shop. You're not able to get, sometimes it still depends on what you roll, right? It's also RNG. And then the challenge tab here, the DreamScape here, it also depends how many dust dream dust you got. If you get very unlucky, probably you keep getting low dust, and then you exchange very low stuff here, and then you can only get a dream data. Then I think this is the first thing, like the few thing that the player base is actually unhappy about it. So I think how they can actually improve the event is they make the RNG layer a lot more lower, and also reduce the price of the dream key. Now the dream key is 300 Nexus Crystal for 1 key, and the 1 key here can probably only give you a low amount of dream dust, depends on what kind of door you go, right? And the door is 50-50, is either you get double or you get nothing. So the nothing feels actually very bad. Okay, then 300 Nexus Crystal, 300 Hydra Crystal is actually very expensive, because we know that 100 is for 1 summon, 300 is for 1 apex summon, and 300 we can actually do 3 refreshes of stamina. But for 1 dream key here, you probably can't even get back the gem here. Even if you go use 1 key and then you go through 1 attempt, let's say you get 40k, which is already a godlike attempt of drift dust, and then you open 10 boxes of dream crystal, probably you just get exp, training data, you get coin, you get the exp, you don't even get gem, because it's very RNG. And then probably it's even better you just refresh the stamina instead of just buying the dream key. So it's too expensive for the dream key. I think that the best adjustment for the dream key is going to be 100 or 150 for 1 refresh attempt. It will be good, but still I think the majority thing is the RNG layer of the event itself. So at first I thought this event is going to be something like the yellow door will be easy difficulty, which is you can clear the content within the door very easy, and you get a decent amount of reward. Then the purple door will be the boss or the character or the mob inside the door will be challenging, and then if you manage to hit through it, the feather they're able to provide you is going to be an amazing amount of reward. Then if you look at this Reddit post here, the event itself is actually rewarding, just that it did not hit the expectation of the whole community, right? So if you want to check out this Reddit post, you can go, feel free to check it out. But based on here, you can see they are actually complaining about it. And then there's one comment that they mentioned is like what? They open 46 chests and get 0 crystal fragment. Alright, then they actually doesn't have a hidden PT. So I think one of the way they can actually fix this is like opening the chest. Instead of just a chance to get the Lattice fragment, is like let's say if you rephrase it nicely, like every 10 boxes you open, it will guarantee at least 1 Lattice fragment, or at least 2 Lattice fragment, or probably every 5 boxes you open, it will guarantee you 1 Lattice fragment. Then the whole feeling of the event will be different. We will treat the Lattice fragment as a bonus reward, and then we will the other currency is a fixed reward. But now our feeling, I will say that, is we are opening the box because we are aiming for the Lattice, even though we have no idea what are the rate, even though we have no idea if there's actually going to be a hidden PT or else. we are gonna feel so shit because we open so many boxes and we get so little crystal fragment or zero crystal fragment at all. So I would say one of the major thing is actually the RNG part of the reward, because the reward is so RNG, it makes so many stuff very hard to predict what reward we are actually able to get. But in terms of rewarding, if we compare with other kind of event, it's actually the most rewarding event, but it did not hit up the expectation we are expecting it. But the Discord here, if we look at the feedback part and then the missed opportunity to build player loyalty and trust, the community manager C did mention a post here, so if you're interested, you can go check out the post. I think it's actually breaking down what is the behind the scenes about what is happening with the event, why the event is not going to tune so high, or what they are actually trying to do. You can go check this out. So I think they're actually trying to fix it. Then I think the issue is most likely it's going to be the RNG part, and the event is not hitting the expectation. I think the biggest problem is the player expectation is actually set so high because of the Hypertalk video. The Hypertalk video mentioned this event is going to be the economy solving method, and because that it did not hit the expectation, so we are so mad at it, and then the event itself is so deeply RNG and we are also mad at it. But if we just base on the reward itself, it's actually a lot more rewarding than the other usual event, but it did not solve the economy problem. So I think this is actually the major issue about how they actually introduce the event, or how they actually hype up the event, because everyone is, including me, is expecting this event is going to give us a lot of reward. It's a lot, but it's not enough for us to solve the economy problem, because based on what they mentioned, the event is actually good enough to solve the economy problem of Etheria restart. So I hope they do actually fix something else for the event, or probably mention something like an announcement post or what. I don't know how they're gonna do it, and I don't think they're gonna tune the event now because the event is already ongoing. I don't think they were gonna fix the event, because the event, no way you're gonna fix the event halfway through, right? Other than giving us some compensation. But I think the biggest issue is actually the expectation and the RNG. Alright, so I hope they make the event not so RNG soon, or probably we are able, at least let us know what is the guaranteed reward we are actually able to get from the event. Like, oh, clearing the event just by the base reward, you are able to get this certain amount of reward, and then with the extra currency you can try to get some extra reward. Then probably we have a better look what kind of reward we are actually at least we're able to get as a guarantee, instead of just full RNG and we have no idea what to predict that we're able to get the reward. Alright, so feel free to comment down what you guys think about it, and like after through playing the DreamScape, what do you guys think about the event changes, all those things, and see you guys in the next one. Bye bye. Special thanks for the direct support on the YouTube membership. So for the benefactor of Artiar, which is SkyL, Trekcan, thank you so much for your support. And for the supporter or patron of Artiar, which is Louis Schneider, Agni, Wang Tamer, Ziggy, Kamaruki, Sunwaltz, Rimu, Chani, Antonio Winterspoon, Rocco Stendions, thank you so much for your support. And also special thanks to the Super Thanks MVP, HMZ Rings, thank you so much for your support. Special thanks for the direct support on the live stream super chat for the latest 10. Thank you so much for Code Wilderness, Calamity, Agni, Love Fatima, Fatima Little Underwear, Bloods, Riku Fred, Chani. Thank you so much for your support.